I think there's something wrong with my eyes.
Yeah, well, luckily, this week's episode is brought to you by Southern Eye Center, and we have Dr. Cameron Griffith on the show.
Dr. Cameron Griffith.
Man, he's going to tell us all things about LASIK and really just teach us about the eye. There's all kinds of things that can be treated that you don't have to live with less than stellar vision. You can have a good life seeing everything.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
Life's too short.
I might have to ask him about if I can see ghosts.
Yeah, or like if you have to read things like do this number,
Yeah.
That's
Kinda,
a big thing.
yeah. Yeah.
Looking down your nose
I
all the
wonder
time.
about that.
We want to remind you to like, subscribe, share. You can leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Spotify. Check out our website, thehardystreetboys.com, and support us on Patreon for behind-the-scenes footage and access to the episodes a couple of days early, so you get to see it before anybody else.
Yeah. Become a patron on Patreon.
It's $3 a month for early episodes and $5 a month for the behind-the-scenes footage. And then we also have like a $50 a month thing where we'll make an entire jingle about you, post it on our Instagram, put it in the show, do the whole nine. So check that out. At least look and see what we have to offer. We're working hard to put out extra content for you because we love you and we love Hattiesburg and we love it so much we want to get the show started.
Let's go!
The Hardest Street Boys, Hardest Street Boys, Hardest Street Boys. It's the Hardest Street Boys.
Like and subscribe.
Man. I'm so full.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I should eat so much food before we start a podcast.
But it was good, though. We went up to Ed's and...
Ed's Burger Joint.
Man, that was one of the most interactive meals I've had in a while.
Yeah, we had Jackson, our server, amazing.
Dude, okay, so we got there, we're sitting at the bar, and you're right away, you're like, he's like, wants to get our names for our tabs.
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, this is the guy with the...
Yeah, put it on Drew with the weird mustache.
Yeah, so thanks. And like, that's how we start the meal. And that's what I love about like a local place like that, where it's not so uptight, it's not some corporate, like, whatever. Like, the guys from here, it knows like, oh, these guys are idiots, let's have some fun.
Yeah, honestly, just by putting that on your name ticket, the people in the kitchen were like, let's get weird. Let's get weird with this guy.
Yeah, it was. Well, then what was funny is so when we got our food, they made I got the Yardbird sandwich, that chicken sandwich with the comeback sauce that is made in house too. By the way, it's not like
delicious comeback sauce.
Yeah, they actually mix it.
I'm pretty sure Robert St. John has written about his love of comeback sauce.
Dude, comeback sauce is legit.
It is.
If you don't, what are you doing if you don't like comeback sauce?
I don't know. You're wrong. You're obviously wrong.
Actually, in the comments, let us know if you dislike comeback sauce so that we can unsubscribe you from our channel because we don't want you watching our
I'd like
show.
to know if you think who has the best comeback sauce. So there you go.
Yeah, you're going to put that in the polls later in your Instagram story.
I would like to know.
Let's go. But so the Yardbird, they were like, yeah, do you want us to make it weird since you got you're the weird stash?
It literally has weird on the ticket.
It's like, yeah, let's see what that's like. And so then they put the bacon underneath the chicken and then put my lettuce and tomato on the side or whatever. And it still tasted delicious. So even if it's made weird, but that's a thing now. Go to Ed's and ask for your sandwich to be made weird. You don't even have to have a mustache to do it, and it's still going to taste really good.
And use promotion code Hardy Street Boys.
Yeah, use the promo code Hardy Street Boys. That's when you just go yell the Hardy Street Boys in a place. It does nothing, but it's a fun story for later.
Exactly.
And then what'd you have?
I had a bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah.
But I got chili cheese tots.
Yeah.
And they were very good. And then for some strange reason, I decided to go with one of those ridiculously large, just insane milkshakes. Just the one with so much stuff going on.
There's more outside of it than inside of it.
I got the bake sale, and it was, I couldn't eat it all. It's a lot. It's got brownies in it and cookie dough and cookie, and I'm pretty sure there was Rice Krispie treats hanging off the thing. I mean, it was amazing.
The fact that you're not wearing any of it right now is incredibly impressive. Like, I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
I couldn't, I would need a shower after that.
Well, my friends know I love napkins, and I'm pretty bad about using way too many napkins.
No,
so.
that's not a thing.
Okay.
No.
But, you know.
Too many. No.
Yeah.
You're a clean guy. That's good.
My friend Maddie knows I love a napkin. So.
Well, and then I just had the Crunchberry milkshake, which no one else in town does that.
Yeah.
And it does taste like that last sip of milk when you've had your cereal or whatever.
I love
with,
Crunchberries,
Captain
man.
Crunchberries,
Yeah.
man. So
of all the
good.
Crunchberries variations, I love the Crunchberries the most.
So good, man. It was. I enjoyed that. I liked. I've never had anything other than a burger there as well. So
Yeah.
having the Yardbird, that chicken sandwich, it was cool to kind of like see what else is on the menu.
yeah.
And
They got
I was
options, man. They
Super
got
happy.
options.
Super happy with what I got. Last week we had a big week. Thursday we started off the evening emceeing the Jaycee's Christmas parade.
Christmas parade, and that was so much fun.
Dude.
It was a lot of fun, and apparently, I mean, we, of course, we were just doing our normal thing, but it was so nice to get such a response from people around that had no idea who we were,
Yeah.
and then we were making people laugh and enjoy the parade that much more.
Well, in person, it's really nice to hear somebody just say something simple like "good job" or "we like
Yeah.
you." But then the one lady was Facebook Living us and said she loved us and that we were hilarious, like over the top praise, which was so nice to hear. And I'm glad that she shared that.
Yeah.
So we didn't catch her name, but shout out to the lady who's Facebook Living us.
Yeah,
we'd
shout
love
out
to
to that
find out
lady.
who you are. If
Yeah.
you see this,
But-
please reach out. You're great, and we love you. So
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun. It was fun, too, getting a script where you have – my favorite part of the night was reading Sean Harris's ridiculously
His
long bio.
Yes.
Because you know how that goes. They're like, can you send us a bio? And he's like, well, yeah, I have one, a professional bio. You don't think that's going to be read out loud by two comedians or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
Some people's bio was nothing, and you're just like, oh, all right,
Yeah, what
let
do
me
I-
just introduce my friend here. Like, I'll have a little bit of backstory, but then here's one that's his whole LinkedIn profile. And
Yeah.
every single committee he's ever been on.
I mean, he's an impressive dude. He's gotten a lot done.
Yeah.
And still like a young guy, so killing it. But it was fun getting to pretend I was like having a panic attack while reading it, and
Yeah.
just being silly, man. Just enjoying, like, it's cool. Neighbor Mom was on the judges panel, Andrea. And then our friend Nick Fairley, best wings in town, Fairley's Wings.
Yeah, got to check him out. He's been on the show. So
And he's starting that new nutrition place downtown, like shakes.
Lots of ththings moving and shaking downtown.
Healthy options in downtown, which I think is a very, not only a good business idea, but I think it's very admirable that he's doing something like that.
Oh, it's huge.
So love to see that. And so it was cool to just joke around about our friends and with our friends.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, the parade. Like, who doesn't love a parade?
Bro, Whit
I mean,
Sanguinetti was sweating.
Yeah.
He was working.
Of course. But,
that
Jaycee's
on.
and city employee over here, it's so much there's so many moving parts,
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was a great parade. Everybody had a good time. The judges judged like they should have judged. Everything was great.
Yeah, man. It was cool.
And we got a lot of it was nice to get some praise. I went down to the Christmas tree lighting at Town Square Park afterwards and saw a lot of people. It was a fun time.
That's awesome, man. Well, see, I didn't make it to the lighting, but I went to the Porter, and I did stand-up comedy for the first time.
That's right. You told me you did stand-up for the first time. You got up there.
Man, I didn't really have any material. I just needed to get up there. Ben Compton and Jamie Arrington have been telling me for a while, just get up there. Like, just go, because for years, decades really, I've wanted to do that. And it's just been built up in my head. You're only funny when you're having a conversation. You're not funny when you're by yourself. And so I just got up there, and I actually got some laughs. But mostly bombed, kind of messed up some jokes, because there's one thing where, like, you really have to have it tight, like the order of everything, what you're going to say. Yeah. If one word is out of place.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you don't, and then even if you say everything correctly and you don't have the right inflection or the timing's off, it's a cutthroat. Like, people doing that as a profession, that is a cutthroat life, man.
Well, I've heard, not that I know much I do musical comedy, but it's a little different. I've got something to fall back on. But I've heard that maybe when you bomb a little bit, you learn a lot. It's a learning experience, and you can take a lot from it.
Well, I know, I have, some funny ideas, and so now I just have to fill in. It's kind of like having an outline. Just have to fill in the space and then figure out what works. It also depends on your audience. One person will like a joke, and you can say that same joke to someone else and they hate it.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of it's tough, man. It's such a hard thing, but I'm gonna keep doing that. And yeah, every Thursday night, open mic night. Right now they're at the Porter.
And they're doing it on Thursdays now.
Yeah, Thursdays.
That's cool.
It used to be Wednesday, I believe, but yeah, Thursday night at 9 p.m. So go out there, and if you like comedy, also I think that's a marker of a city. All right, cities have comedy scenes. Jamie Arrington's like making it happen. All the Hub City comedy guys, but yeah, let's support them, man. Keep that going.
Should, yeah. Hub City Comedy, they bring all kinds of great talent to the city as well as produce. Like you said, with open mics and everything, like people can come out of the woodwork, you know.
Yeah, and we want to get some of them. We got some plans for them with the show as well, so I'm excited about what we got in the pipeline.
In the works.
Yeah, for sure. And then let's see. So Friday, I went to a wedding. This place out by Laurel. I forget the name of the place. But it looked like it was the Red Wedding, like it was a Game of Thrones set.
That's kind of sketch.
But no, there wasn't any murder. It was
okay.
very positive and uplifting.
Lock the doors.
But Don King was DJing, your boy.
Your boy.
Man, he's good. Like,
he's for real.
He's not like playing a playlist on Spotify.
I mean, there's a reason he gets voted for all the accolades, best of the Pine Belt every year. He's killing it, man.
He is a vibe curator. And good times cultivator, and man, he was great. It was fun going to do that and seeing lots of people and seeing, we got weddings again, man.
Oh yeah,
we've been missing that, so that was nice. What'd you do Friday?
Friday, I went downtown, as one does. I was actually, I'll just be 100% honest with you. I knew that Hattiesburg was hosting a lot of the Mississippi high school state championships at the Rock.
Oh yeah.
So it just seemed like there was a lot of people in town. Mm-hmm. So if you want to go out to eat on Friday night, you might want to be careful where you choose to go. Mm-hmm. And maybe sticking somewhere close to the university would be a little bit tougher because there's just so much activity. Like people from Jeff Davis County came down. They won their state championship. Brandon played against Madison Central, and I'm pretty sure Madison Central won. Mm-hmm. So, like
Columbia won
on Saturday. Mm-hmm. That's a big one. But it was just like an electric feel in all of Hattiesburg this past weekend. So much going on. Mm-hmm. Downtown, I went down to Hattiesburgers and Blues.
Yes.
Caught Wes Johnson playing some music.
Yes, St. Nelson's place.
Yeah, had a delicious burger. And then I went to Murky Waters for a little bit and saw Scott Chisholm in the Better Half with Shelby Kemp and Jackson.
Yeah.
And they're just some talented musicians, man.
Man, Scott and Lindsay on their own is always a good show. Lindsay's got an incredible voice. But to add those two guys, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Dude, that's the thing about this time of year. By going somewhere, that means you're missing something else. There's so many things happening.
That's what I kept thinking. There's always something going on.
It's tough to keep up with everything, but man, that's really cool. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was, and then Saturday, we had the Crusader 5K.
Yeah, Saturday was a busy day for me. I woke up rather early to go DJ the Jingle All the Way 5K for Sacred Heart, and that was so much fun. Scott came out and helped me with that, providing a PA and just, I always love to have Scott around. But playing a bunch of running songs, I like to do a runners playlist. I hope the vibe was there.
I heard a lot of songs from Hot Rod, the movie.
Yeah,
a lot of Europe. The final countdown.
A lot of stuff off of like Rocky soundtracks. Those are always good. Like every single montage music scene has great music.
It's
so
really good.
A lot of that.
I enjoyed. Well, I actually got to race in it.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
I did all right. I got 4th overall. And I got 2nd in my age bracket. The guy who got 3rd won our age bracket. Actually, no, the guy that got 1st won the age bracket.
Of course.
I did it.
He is a runner.
So Zach Voigt, he's a killer runner. He did it in 16:28, which means you're sprinting the whole thing.
That's pretty much what I said to him. I was like, "What'd you do? Did you just sprint the whole thing?" He's like, "Well,
Yeah, because he can. Well, you see that guy run around town. You'll see him out way out by like Topher's on Broadway or on Veterans. And then you'll see him back there like 2 hours later, because he's on such a long route that he's just been running that many hours and can cover that much ground. It's insane. So a 5K to him is a sprint.
That boy is a running fool.
Dude, he is crazy good. Actually, I saw him at the wedding the night before, and I was like, man, what are you trying to do? Like, how fast are you trying to go? And he's very humble, but he was just kind of laughing like, man, it'll be fun. I'll see you tomorrow.
He's a runner, man.
I could see him for like the first mile, and then after that, I didn't even see him because I did it in 20 minutes. It said 2013 on the website, but the clock said 20:07, so I'm going 20:07. And then actually one of my students, old students and soccer players for Sacred Heart, Henry Newton, Brad Newton's son.
Yeah, all the Newtons, really.
They're crazy good runners, but Henry has taken his fitness really seriously, and he ran it in 18:12.
That's amazing.
I've never been more happy for someone to beat me in something. I was just like, man, good for you. You're in better running shape than me. I'm kind of mad. Like for a split second, I was kind of mad, but I'm getting to the age where I'm just so excited for him, man. So happy.
Well, I'll just tell you, I thought it was so cool. They had me announce the winners, and like 3 out of 5 Newtons won.
Yeah.
So like,
it's insane.
Yeah, like what? They love to run. You know,
they're good.
Quite
at
a
running.
running family.
Yeah, no lactic acid, bro. Just built right. So yeah, they killed it. And then after that, got to go eat brunch at the depot.
Yeah.
Had a breakfast roll. Never had the breakfast roll before, and then that was amazing. That's one of the best meals I've had in Hattiesburg.
I love the depot.
That brunch. And then we ran into Casper at the brewery, which was cool. I told him how good the breakfast was, and he said everybody knows it.
Yeah, I went to the brewery. I must have missed you. I went there for the little art market. It was such a good time. There was some good music.
Super, super fun, man. I enjoyed that. Kyle Bass was doing everything. Him and Chef Nofke were doing everything on tots. So I had crawfish etouffee on tater tots, and also got to try the carnitas on tater tots.
That's awesome.
That's like that's not a bad restaurant idea. Just everything on tater tots.
I mean, they're coming up with concepts that people are going to want to try. I tell you that,
dude. Yeah, if you missed that, man, I'm telling you, it was delicious. And
it's also cool just seeing our local like artists and people that we know here at the art center. Our friends. Kyle Bowman was set up selling some of his stained glass.
If you need ornaments, man, he's got some really cool light bulb, like Christmas light bulb stained glass. Like he did our cactus. So yeah,
there's
really
one of,
cool.
the Grinch hand holding an ornament.
Right.
I mean, it's just, I love it, man.
Well, and you get something like that. That's a unique gift. That's a great stocking stuffer.
Oh, huge.
Emily Gillespie had like knit hats. She had all kinds of stuff.
Oh, it's very cool.
Gracie Nichols has all kinds of jewelry. She's actually
earrings.
told me I'm about to get in the dangly earring game.
Are you?
She said she made me a really tiny lightning bolt. So, bro, Space Pirate transformation is almost complete.
Ziggy Stardust. Here we go.
I'm about to, I get that Cybertruck, dude. I'm going to space, bro.
Okay.
I'm going to Mars, my guy.
All right.
I'm going to Mars. Everybody knows it. You know it.
Yeah, everyone knows it. Before I went to the art market, I actually stopped off at the Thirsty Hippo and had a little beverage. They were set up out front. Randall and Mason had a couple cocktails out there people could buy. Bloom's right next door. You go shopping.
Yeah.
It was kind of a cool Saturday afternoon hang. I'll be honest, like, I just, what do you say, drinks outside? That's always a fun hang.
Yeah.
And like you said, Bloom's is right next door. If you want to go shopping, go get a gift or something for your friends, a cool thing. And then, of course, I watched a little bit of the Alabama-Georgia game.
Yeah.
That was it was close early on, so there was a lot of tension, and then kind of the second half, I think Alabama ran away with it. But then I had a gig in Laurel Saturday night.
How'd that go?
Yeah, 325th Street. It's so much fun. I love playing up there. It was a great crowd. I made up songs that I don't think it just kind of comes to you in the moment. I don't know if people know that when I perform musically, a lot of it's just improvised. It's just straight from the hip, just kind of whatever's on my mind. So
I don't think anyone's thought that there was a script in your show.
well, it seems like there's a couple songs. Like I did a rendition of the Ward song that I performed back in the day with my friend DeCon when we were Jaycee, the group. And I still play that every now and then.
Right.
So
some of it is already.
Some of it is.
Most of it though improvised.
Yeah. I did a Christmas song. I sang Feliz Navidad for everyone. So yeah.
Yeah, you traditionally love singing in Spanish, so that's good.
Yeah. I also Played a little bit more guitar last night, or this past Thursday, or whatever day it was. This
Right.
past weekend.
Yeah.
Played a little bit more guitar this past weekend than I usually do. So
That's cool, man. That's awesome. I hope more people book you in town, more live venues.
yeah, actually, I'll just put out some feelers, but I've talked to a couple of people around town, and those should be coming up in the future. So
Sweet. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Well, I think it's time to get Dr. Griffith on. What you think?
let's go.
So after this, Dr. Cameron Griffith of Southern Eye Center. Oh, did you hear that sound? That must mean there's another Massive J's massive giveaway.
Yes, we're giving away more gift cards.
Well,
or
we're
we're giving away at least one gift card. We're giving away a gift card.
Yeah, what he said, a $50 gift card to Ed's Burger Joint.
Yes.
So we're going to post on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you like, comment, and share it.
Yes.
Right? You got to tag 3 friends in the comment section.
Do it.
And we're going to announce the winner on the show.
Yes.
And we're going to put their picture up
Okay.
on the show.
Yeah.
And they're going to get to film a little video that we'll put on Instagram and put in the show.
There you go. Yeah. Get ready for that giveaway.
It'll be massive. Thanks, Jamie.
It's nice.
Well, we're here with Dr. Cameron Griffith of Southern Eye Center. How you doing, Dr. Griffith?
And I'm doing great.
I mean, we're excited to have you because we want to know about LASIK eye surgery.
Fantastic.
That's something you do at Southern Eye Center, right?
It is. It is, yes.
So, what makes somebody a good candidate for LASIK surgery?
You know, honestly, anybody with eyes that has a need to see better,
Yeah.
honestly, should just come down and let's take a look and see if we can help them.
Yeah. I get a lot of eye strain from looking at like screens all the time. Is that something you see nowadays? I feel like that's kind of a new problem, but that's got to be something that a lot of people complain about.
You know, it's called computer vision syndrome, and it has to do with focal points and, not to get super technical, but being able to see something and then see beyond it. That's why you get that eye strain. We can't help with that.
Right. Okay. So it's just from looking at one single focal point for too long?
Pretty much. There's actually a deal called student myopia. Myopia is nearsightedness. So law students, med students, college students have been found to actually get more nearsighted from studying, and it's because they're actually changing the shape of their lens, and the muscle inside the eye is becoming locked in that position.
Wow. That's
pretty amazing.
Yeah, wait, what? So that's got to be a thing with kids too, like growing up looking at a phone all the time, right?
For sure.
Yeah, you see that more often. So what does LASIK actually do? Because I know it's something like, I just know that people who like are tired of wearing contacts, or like their contacts dry out all the time, they're just sick of ordering new ones all the time, talk about it. But that's pretty much
right on.
All I know about it. So what is LASIK eye surgery?
Right on. So, a lot of people have heard about cataract surgery. That's something that we do inside the eye, okay? LASIK surgery is something that we do on the surface. So we're actually using a type of laser called an excimer laser to gently remove tissue and put light rays in focus so that you can see more clearly.
Wow.
What? So when you go in, okay, so let's say I'm getting LASIK. Well, when I go in and get the procedure, what does that look like for a patient, right? Do you have to do you do an eye exam? Do you see do you do basically prescriptions for the eyes like you would for glasses, and decide see how dire the need is and all that?
Right. So, as a physician, when I see somebody, first thing I'm going to do is talk to you. I'm going to see what your wants, needs, and desires are. Do you want to see out there? Do you want to see up here? Do you want to see both? And so I'm going to get an idea of what I'm trying to work with. We're going to look at your prescription, which is what you wear in your glasses or your contact lenses. And then we're going to take some studies of the front of the eye, which is the cornea, which is that surface that we were talking about that we're reshaping, and we're going to look at the thickness, we're going to look at the shape, we're going to see if there's anything kind of weird going on, and then I'm going to use my clinical acumen to come up with a treatment plan for you based on what I see, and we'll come up with that and get you seeing well.
Right. So, and then how do you do the, like, what shoots the lasers, right? I'm a big Star Wars guy. How do you get the laser into the eye? Like, what is it, a machine, or what do you got a lightsaber or something? Like, be honest, do you have a lightsaber?
I don't have a lightsaber, but there is a certain amount of magic involved. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and there's some stuff behind the scenes inside the two boxes that we use, where certain elements are coming together. But in all seriousness, a laser is used on both phases of the procedure, basically to accomplish the goal of surgery. So
it's a machine that you're kind of controlling. It's not something. Okay.
Right. So just as a clarifying point, I am guiding the laser.
Right.
Okay. I am making sure that it's in the right place. And I'm making sure that everything's looking good, checking everything before we move forward. But the laser and this type of procedure is so high tech that it's probably a little more high tech for me to get in there and actually do. So we've got a computer, which I'm following, that is going to monitor the eye, any shape, any shimmy. If you sneeze, it stops. So it's going to follow your eye and track it thousands of times per second prior to laying down even the slightest treatment.
What?
Yeah. So a lot of people have asked, what if I move? What if I can't keep my eye open? Can I mess up my own LASIK? And the answer, honestly, is no.
Really? That sounds like Star Wars.
Yeah, it's very, very similar to it. Very similar to being in the trench, and trying to hit that little hole.
Yeah, just like hitting womp rats back home.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
They're no bigger than 2 meters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You get it. See,
right,
I knew I liked you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's impressive. I think that's something that gets people too, is that it's a procedure that you have to watch while it's happening because it's on your eye. You can't close your eyes, So is that something that people kind of worry about sometimes?
People have asked me, am I going to see you coming at me? And the answer to that again is no. It's too close. Okay. You might see a little bit of a light show. When I had mine done, okay, it's really just kind of a nice faint purple light show. It's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah. People say that it's it's kind of psychedelic.
Yeah.
I've heard that word used before.
Trippy.
So, yeah, trippy.
That's
trippy.
That's right up Jamie's alley.
Really?
I guess.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But we're going to get you LASIK, bro. It's happening.
All right, cool.
How you see good?
Right on.
I see okay, I guess. I'm sure I could see better.
Yeah.
Have you been out of contact lenses, Jamie?
I have before.
Okay. If you've been out for a couple weeks, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll get this taken care of.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah,
let's
fantastic.
go. I love it.
Right.
Man, good for you, Jamie.
Right.
Man,
right.
Timing is everything.
Yeah.
Think about what you're missing right now and not seeing everything.
Yeah.
And I can see his needs right here. So this is his actual life. So
right.
I know what we need to accomplish for him. Right on.
Man, that's so great.
On.
So it's not something like you're not coming at me with a scalpel or anything. It's not something medieval. This is very futuristic what you're doing on a regular basis.
Correct. In all seriousness, when it first started, the lasers could not track the eye, and there was a lot of doctor driven stuff. Now, I'm there. I'm driving it. Okay. But it's tracking. Before we did use blades, they were called microkeratomes, and there were certain things that you had to look for at those points. But now we're using laser for everything, so it's much safer, and it's got an extremely high safety profile. So. I would call it space age as opposed to medieval.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I think that's what people kind of get caught up in. They don't think, and they think, especially with an elective procedure, they might be nervous, and it's not something really that people need to be worried about. I'd be more worried about not being able to see personally.
I'll take it one step further on that space age thing. It's good enough for NASA they support it, so it'd be good enough for you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
How does NASA support it?
They allow their astronauts to have it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
If an astronaut can have it, a guy with a podcast can.
For sure.
That sounds fair. So what other kind of procedures do you do on a regular basis as an eye doctor? I feel like that's is that a stressful gig? That seems like a job where it doesn't seem easy.
Well, sure. It's not something that I would want to go into having not trained.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
Right, yeah.
I put a lot of years into this, and I continually keep up with it. But I do a lot of different stuff. So not only am I a refractive surgeon, refractive being trying to get people to see better, but I'm also a cornea surgeon. So I do all kinds of corneal transplants. I remove cancers and growths. I take out a bunch of cataracts. We do procedures to help people who are not candidates for LASIK with conditions. You may have heard of keratoconus, a condition where the front of the eye, bulges forward. We can help with that. Or say somebody is so nearsighted that they're wearing those big Coke bottle glasses. LASIK's not a deal for them. I perform a procedure called ICL. I've been doing that for about 12 years now, and that's for people who are super, super nearsighted. And I know there's a lot of people out there like that. They don't think there's anything out there for them, but there is, and I do it, and I'd love to help anybody that needs that.
So what does super nearsighted mean? Because I feel like some people might have that, but not necessarily know that's what they got going on.
Right. So people hear nearsighted, and they're like, what does that mean? Nearsighted means exactly what it sounds like. It means I can see up close, but I can't see at distance. And take farsighted, for example. Well, I can see out there, but I can't see up close. It's not exactly like that with farsightedness, but that's sort of the deal. Somebody who's super nearsighted might be able to read their cell phone right at their nose, okay, and can't see anything out in space. We can do certain types of lens implants to help with that.
Really? So what is this thing? I see my dad do this a lot. What is that? What is that?
Right. So that,
Sorry, Dad.
That is actually the first stage of your cataract formation. And it is a stage in the life of every human called presbyopia. So behind your pupil is the natural lens inside the eye. You're born with it. That natural lens becomes cloudy and less elastic as we get older, and it becomes a cataract. Why does that matter? Well, as the lens becomes less elastic, it can't change shape to focus on near things to bend light. So you get to the point where your arm's not long enough because you can't change the shape of the lens.
Really? Wow. Because you see that all the time. People look at their phone and then have to pull it away from themselves and kind of look down the nose.
Right.
That's I'm starting to do that just a little bit. So
we're getting older, man.
Bro, that's how time works, man.
It's the real thing.
It's wild, isn't it?
It just keeps on
doesn't matter,
trucking down the line.
Doesn't matter what you think, keeps moving. So
right.
Well, and that's the thing though. I think it's kind of comfort. It can be kind of scary, but it's also comforting knowing there are ways to treat like all these different things that people might think is that's just how I have to live, or that's just going to be me forever. That doesn't necessarily have to be their reality.
For sure. For sure.
So I encourage people to reach out to you guys and set up an appointment, and really, if it's not LASIK, if you should be able to see. We want people to be able to see. I think we should play a game.
Yes, let's play a game.
What I really want to know is LASIK or nah?
This is LASIK or nah with Dr. Cameron Griffith.
All right, so I'm having a little bit of trouble reading words on Word documents on my laptop. Do I need LASIK or not?
LASIK.
Okay. How well would I be able to see after LASIK?
Very well.
Perfect.
I see ghosts. LASIK or nah?
Do you want to see ghosts?
Sometimes.
I don't think that has anything.
It might. It might. When you see the ghosts, are they in focus or are they out of focus?
They're kind of blurry. I'll be honest. They're very blurry.
Is that at distance, up close, or is it somewhere in your mind?
You're blowing my mind right now.
Right. The answer is maybe. Is that a
Maybe.
potential?
Yes. So
Fantastic.
LASIK. All right.
Fantastic.
I have astigmatism, and nothing I've done seems to work. Do I need LASIK or no?
Definitely need LASIK, and we've actually got a new laser that is super awesome at treating astigmatism. There's a lot of people out there that think that LASIK can't do that. It absolutely can. It does it very well. You're going to see great.
LASIK.
LASIK.
Perfect.
I have a friend who has astigmatism and wants to be a jet fighter pilot. Does he need LASIK or no?
Does he know how to fly a plane?
No.
Does he have any military training?
None whatsoever.
Okay. I can get him seen better, but we should probably work on that before he, joins the military.
He's also in his 40s.
May have missed the boat, but I can help him see better for sure. Yeah.
All right. Every time I try and read something, I have to pull it away from my face so it can come into focus. Does that mean I need LASIK?
Absolutely. We've got plenty of procedures that I can help you with that problem.
Okay. So then I can actually just hold it close and I'd be able to see it. It'd be in focus close to my face like my phone or a book.
Right on.
Yeah. Okay.
I have color blindness. Do I need LASIK or no?
Let me ask you this. Is your distance vision blurry, although you can't see certain colors?
It's blurry.
I can help you with your distance vision. I can't, however, bring back the normal colors that other people see. It's a good question.
Thank you.
It's a great question, in fact.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
can get some of that.
Sometimes Jamie smells colors. Is that a thing?
What have you been doing?
Well, you open a marker and you...
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, but LASIK doesn't address that issue.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. But it sounds like you smell good.
Yeah. No LASIK for that.
No LASIK for that. Are we ready for the lightning round?
Yeah, do it.
All right. What was the pirate's name in the movie The Goonies?
One-Eyed Willie.
Nice.
What is the father's name in the show Family Guy?
Peter Griffith. We're not related.
What is Ferris Bueller's best friend's name?
Cameron Fry.
Nice, with the last name, too.
Yeah.
I told you earlier.
Yeah.
What is face blindness called? Scientific name for face blindness. Is that a thing?
Visagnosia.
I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I'll just accept it.
It sounded right.
It sounds too good.
Face blindness. Man, that sounds like a nightmare.
It's off topic,
Yeah. And those had, to be fair, had nothing to do with LASIK or the eye. So we appreciate
Or my
you.
last name.
Yeah. So we appreciate you humoring us. Well, we thank you for coming on the show. This was really great. I feel like we learned a lot about not just LASIK and that you offer that at Southern Eye Center, but just the eye and vision, and just kind of had a good time. So thanks for taking the time.
Fantastic. I've had a great time.
Yeah, this whole conversation has been very eye-opening.
Oh, okay. All right. So you can follow Southern Eye Center on all social media platforms, on their website. All the links are below in the description. And yeah, that's it. Jamie, can you play us out?
I feel that.
Yeah. He's good at this. Eye-opening. Yeah, I honestly, I think I have astigmatism. I noticed that with headlights at night.
For sure.
I feel like...
You want to come in tomorrow? Let's fix it. Let's fix it.
Yeah, I need to set something up
Let's
for
fix
real.
it, and then we'll have a an after LASIK special.
Right. We need to do an eye exam
Right.
on the show. That's what it is.
Let's do it.
Yeah, for sure.